Can we use the jury here, Christian? Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm giving you a 9
9
out of 10 on it, and it's your first stab at an insight, so it's really good. Okay. I also, and split test this if we don't know. I'm also going to give you permission to boil this down to an even more human conversation. And that might sound like this. Here's what's going on in logistics, right? It's more stressful than ever before. Everybody's budgets are super tight. You guys are dealing with a bunch of stuff. You got a bunch of irons in the fire with reporting. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. Here's what nobody's talking about, though. Even though the industry's gotten more complex, you guys are dealing with more carriers, you're dealing with more partners than ever before. You as the manager are kind of the single throat to choke, dare I say. Hopefully you're not getting choked out. If you are, call 911. But you're the throat that they choke when a partner fails, when a report is off. How are you dealing with that? That you're kind of the central point there as the manager for both internal problems with external providers and external problems from those providers. How are you dealing with that? Because I have a feeling where you're going, Christian, with your insight is better communication. You're on top of it so they don't have to be on top of it. You're dealing with all of that noisy environment so they don't have to deal with it. I'm going to give you, try it both ways, but I'm going to give you permission to be like less, I'm going through all my bullet points and bang, 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 shooting all those bullets, because you can save those bullets. You can always use those bullets down like in terms of when you say it is stressful there, can you give me a specific example? Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad, but our current provider, the reporting sucks. When you say the reporting sucks, can you give me a specific example? But if you go through in your insight, bad reporting, they almost can feel like they're being set up and it's just too much. Guys, did what I say, was that totally off what I said, or does that make sense? Like, give me a thumbs up if it made sense, thumbs down if you're like, that's off. But I'm giving you permission to just really boil it into almost like if we were walking in the park together and I was like, is that a freaking 3PL hat? Yeah, I'm 3PL, I'm a logistics manager. Man, dude, I cannot believe how much the industry has grown. Me too, right? I haven't slept in a long time. I know, tell me about it. Here's what nobody's talking about. Guys like you that are managing providers, not only are there more choices than ever before, not only are there more providers than ever before, the patience level, both from your outside partners and your internal, it's like zero. And guess who bears the brunt when one little thing in the supply chain goes down? Me! I know, right? How are you dealing with that? It's just a more human conversation. But you're well on the right track. Guys, does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if that makes sense.
If you like this video, I got you. I'm going to hook you up. Click the link in my bio. I'm going to give you the closing mini masterclass. It's normally $300. I'm going to pay for everything. You're going to close a lot more business. You're going to make a lot more money. You're going to have a lot more fun. And you're going to be like, Matt Easton changed my life. And I'm going to be like, yes, I did. Did we just become best friends? And you're going to say, yes, we did. And then you and I are going to be best friends and it'll be great. So click the link in my bio so we can be friends and you can close more business and I'll cover all the cost. See you there.